Bree. How are you today?
I'm doing good. A rough start to the morning, but
Yeah, yeah. I've
we are
noticed.
we're living. Yeah.
Yeah, you just like already like kind of dies a little bit. I'm here now. Yeah, yeah, you know how it is. I don't understand why. It's just something normal. Bleeding out of your nose. Chilling. But
Yeah.
I guess that's fine. Don't need to see a doctor or anything.
We're living. We're living.
Almost. Like someone's gonna die sooner than me. I guess. Like.
Hey, at least this will be the call to give back to everyone that knew me. It better be a good one.
I mean, it is. I mean, you gotta make it a good one, I guess.
Okay, I'll try.
All right, but I guess we could start with how did you start making webtoon or just writing, drawing and stuff?
Okay. Well, I started I was into art as a kid a little bit, but
Yeah.
just by like drawing a bunch of Sonic characters. This is definitely the thing I was into growing up.
For a Sonic person.
Yeah, like I just memorized how to draw him and still know it to this day. So I think it's a resume level skill.
All
But
right.
um I started actually getting serious about art when I turned 16 because I was bored of that summer and I was like, oh, I remember the show called Dragon Ball. I watched as like a baby, but like
Wow.
it's a blur. So I'm gonna rewatch that. And I binged every single Dragon Ball like season. It started with Z. I watched Z Kai, then the original Dragon
I was
Ball,
gonna say
and
no respect for the OG Dragon Ball. I was gonna say that. I was like,
oh
damn.
no, I just didn't know it existed until I
Yeah.
was like, oh, there's one before it.
Yeah, man
So
went from like an adventure to brawling man fighting each other. That's what he did.
yeah, yeah, it's a lot. It's different. It's
Yes.
different.
Very
Like
different. Yeah.
some people, I really like the original
I
like
do
a
too.
lot,
Too.
but I some Dragon Ball Z fans might not like it. Like I can see it.
Understandable. I know I like it more than the
But yeah,
brawling
same.
men fighting.
But I mean, I like them both, and I became obsessed. Like to the point, like I was watching it so much, I had hallucinations of it, and from my mom at like midnight, and she was like, "What the heck are you talking about?" And it was just like random Dragon Ball stuff. But yeah, I became obsessed with that, and I
Crazy
was like,
person.
"Well, I wanna do this. Like, I wanna draw. Like first it started with fan art, and that's when I like started my Instagram because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna post everything I draw. So
Yeah.
that's when I and getting into Dragon Ball and anime and stuff because I was never really into anime. Like I thought Sonic and Pokemon were like American cartoons. Like I
I
didn't
mean,
know.
I watched that and American cartoons. You can tell the difference immediately. You
Yeah,
can
you
tell. Yeah.
can, but I was like, oh, it's the
I mean,
same
but yeah,
thing, right?
kid versions of you don't know the difference for shit. Like they don't know nothing. They don't know
Yeah.
nothing, bro. I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh. I was like, American.
American. So like that's I
Thing.
started getting into anime and then I started drawing and then mostly just like, anime fan arts and then just posting it
I see.
online. I didn't start doing webtoons until I got my first digital tablet like
Hmm.
a year into when I started drawing. And
Okay.
I spent another year trying to not hate my life drawing digitally until before starting a webtoon.
Okay.
Like I was on and off like because trying to learn digital sometimes can be pretty hard.
Yeah.
Um and I was on and off drawing digitally and then not. And
Hmm.
then I decided to start doing a webtoon like 2 years into my drawing every day phase. Um and that's when I started Liars Open Fire. My very first series. I was like, okay, I don't really know how to draw digitally or webtoon, but I went to the website, looked at the file sizes, and I was like, okay, I'll just make a panel per page, and I started and uploaded whenever I finished an episode. Yeah.
I mean,
So that's
I did
what
the
worked.
first 8 chapters. I mean, understandable.
Yeah, like that. I would literally storyboard it and like never redo it because I hate redoing stuff.
Yeah.
If I drew it once, it was going out. It was getting out there. Like no changes. That's what you're gonna get.
Insane.
So that's
I'm talking to an actual crazy person. That's so interesting.
So that's how that one started.
I see.
And,
What about Middle Ground Crescent? What about that?
that one started because I was having trouble with my publisher for Liar's Open Fire when that one got picked up. So I decided to end that one and started a new one instead because I wanted to go back to Webtoon because I really liked the community on Webtoon too.
Okay.
And I was missing those juicy comments of like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start a new one. Plus, Liars, I was a year in and I definitely improved, and I was like, I don't want to look at those first episodes and cringe myself to death anymore.
That's what I
So,
did.
like every time I'd explain to someone like it gets better later. I don't want to have to explain to someone it gets better later.
Oh yeah, that's for, like, you can say that for anything,
For my own
anywhere, bro.
series.
Say that.
Yeah. So it's like, no, this is not. When people describe JoJo to me, they're like, wait till you get to episode 70. And I'm like, no, I'm not.
What, are you
Getting
not a JoJo's fan?
70. I never watched it, but people have told me that. So it's like that kind of vibe.
I see. I mean, I've watched a little bit. It's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know about, continuing it, but it's interesting.
Yeah. And okay, middle ground. So then I started doing so I left the other company and I started just make my own webtoon again. And I chose that idea. It was one of my earlier ideas as well because I made like Liar's Open Fire the premise in my mind at like 16. That one was around the same time too. And I chose an earlier idea because my sister really liked it. I was like, what series should I do next? And she's like, Superpowers, My Hero Academia.
Oh no.
Literally, like those aren't my favorite type of shows. But I was like, okay, I'll do what you want to my sister. And she so I did make the series and she's still obsessed with it. So then I started making Middle Ground Crescent. But there is a funny beginning story with Middle Ground. Because I started before it came out. And it's a monthly series, but before it came out and I had the first 3 episodes like basically complete, I did a Draw This in Your Style with my Instagram followers.
Okay.
And so they would draw one of the characters. The character that I had them draw was Ember. So everyone thought that he was the main character. And and
Yeah, the
everyone
murderer,
thought that
yeah.
his power was fire. So everyone was drawing fire in the drawing, and I'm like, I didn't tell y'all. So when it comes out, the webtoon comes out, and the second episode comes around, everyone's like, what the heck? I thought this was the main character, and then that happens to him at the end. This episode 2, like, you're kidding. So that was a really funny. Like, I didn't try to have that happen, but my audience was like, "What is wrong? You betrayed us." But they would still like the story, but it was just funny. So yeah,
I draw the best stick man. That's all I gotta say. You know how it is. I mean, I just dropped one for another Draw Your Own Style or whatever for another series on like Voice Me, if you know what that is.
Yeah, that was the company I had Liars on before.
Ah, I see. But yeah, like I did it for a series called I'm the CEO, and clearly it's the best drawing everyone's ever seen. You know, it's Stickman, like the main character. You know, I think I won.
Of course, of
Y'all
course.
can wrap it up.
You want a whole $15.
It wasn't even a prize. It wasn't
Oh
even a prize. I just
God.
did it. I went on MS Paint and was like, I'm gonna draw this. So I was like, why not? Yeah, MS Paint. Go to service. Go to service.
Oh.
Thank you, Microsoft. Thank you. But yeah, that's what I did. That's my stint in the art world. You're welcome.
I think that worked.
So Middle Ground Crescent. It's pretty interesting. I would say. Too bad we're gonna have to wait for a while to get more because you're working on Crash Fleets or whatever.
Please, yes.
I
That
see.
is going to be my new series because with Middle Ground Crescent, I started it for my sister. You know, it wasn't
Yeah.
like the story that I truly wanted, but my sister, and I was getting like really good feedback, like more than I ever had, like in the beginning on Webtoon.
Mm-hmm.
And I was making the episodes as I went. So this is my second series, so I'm still like learning, and like I learn on the go. I'm not a planner. Like I almost rarely like change things. Like I'm just gonna go and put things out. So I was in school, going full-time school and doing like a full-time webtoon. Like not that I was like getting paid for it, but I treated it as like a job.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just so much, and I couldn't be like bi-weekly anymore like I was with Liars Open Fire. So I went monthly, but that's just not enough for Webtoon. So I'm trying to go weekly again, but have a big buffer.
Yeah.
With my new series. But that's how it was with Liars Open Fire. But when it came, I mean, not Liars Open Fire, Middle Ground Crescent. But when it came out, it was coming out like first 3 episodes came out like every couple days, and then it became a weekly and then a monthly. So my kind of consistency was off, and that didn't make me happy. And I was rushing the storyboards. Like I still really like the beginning of it. There's still problems with it, but I reread the beginning of Middle Ground Crescent, and I'm like, I like this. I like how it's written. But like later on, I started to not enjoy writing it, and I'm like, I want to enjoy Webtoon. Like this is my hobby for life. This is what I spend like all hours of the day doing. So I need to enjoy what I make. So on episode 11, I was like, you know what? I was asking around, and people were like, no, keep going, keep doing it. But it wasn't receiving the views that I wanted to keep doing something that made me unhappy.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, doing a new series, suck it. And I put out the notice. So now I'm working on the new series, which I have 11 episodes already finished, storyboarded. So now I'm finishing those up right now.
Okay.
But yeah, Middle Ground will be on an indefinite hiatus for a long time because this story makes me happy. So I'm like, I need because both my stories, Liars Open Fire and Middle Ground Crescent, lasted 1 year. I need a long running series. Like I need to really put my heart in a project, and I hope like it's definitely going to be this next one. It's one that's like it's a story that I truly want to write, and it's not my first series. So
you have endings planned for Middle Ground Crescent? Like
I have endings planned for all of my stories.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yes, I know. Like Middle Ground Crescent is the haziest one. Like Liars Open Fire, I have like if I wanted to redo that one, I would redo it completely differently. Like it would not be the same. But I do like have like the basic story like completely lined up in my head. If I could like start telling you the story in my head, I could tell you it start to finish like in a coherent line. With Middle Ground, it wasn't really like that. Like I knew the beginning, and it felt like it was like too obvious when I was making it, like all the like plot stuff, and I just didn't know the middle. And I was like, maybe when I get to the middle, I'll get there, but I just didn't have like a clear sight of how it was gonna get to the finish line. With my new series, I do know like everything about it.
All right. So,
which I like.
What is Trash Leaks about?
Okay, so Trash Leaks is a slice of life sports webtoon. I grew up crazy athlete, did like every sport you can name except curling. And and so I was like, okay, I know sports, so I can make a sports webcomic. But I also, my favorite genre is slice of life. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing slice of
I had a
life.
feeling.
And yeah, definitely my favorite. But my audience is very shonen based, so I've always like been drawn to doing shonen. But I'm like, no, I just want to do something I like. So slice of life all the way, and then it's gonna be based off of sports because the main character, he hates athletes completely, like cannot stand them because of his past or whatever, and he ends up through a series of events of him being a jerk. He ends up with someone he was a jerk to as a roommate, and that person is a triathlete, so he has to live with them. And and then all the adventures that come with that, basically.
So it's trash athlete.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's like a spin on triathletes, because my dad and my sister do triathlons. So I don't do them directly, but I have played a lot of sports, and they do triathlons. So I'm like, okay, I feel like I can like know a lot about it enough, and I've been to them, like to write about it. So,
yeah.
So that is what I'm going for. And then they like try to do like a bunch of sports stuff, and like, you know, like Dr. Stone, where they like kind of teach you how to do things a little bit. I want to like get into that too. So that'll be fun.
Damn, you are weak. You're watching Dr. Stone?
Dude, I watch shows. Dr. Stone's one of my favorite. Okay, it's not that great, but I love it for some reason. I adore it.
This on Dr. Stone? Wow. I heard
No,
season 2 wasn't that good though.
Season 2, it was not great.
I haven't watched it. I'm lucky. I'm a lucky few.
The beginning of the first season though, amazing. And then it just goes down from there. But I still like it because I like the characters, so I'll watch it completely.
Senku is that guy.
Yeah.
So I guess I could ask you what's your favorite anime?
Dororo.
Why?
I've got a list though. Because like if it's like kind of
Dororo, right?
Yeah. Dororo. I can't really say it.
It's like the one with that's just EORRR or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Gas. Understandable. I like that one too.
Yeah, it's great. And I just really like the like kind of siblings but not dynamic. Also, like it's serious but it's also cute. And I just like the whole story. And if I were to write like a shonen ever, or like an action, like that's like I wish I could do that. Like that's the story. I'm like, wow, I love that, and I wish I could.
Yeah, no, that one's like old as hell too.
Oh yeah,
it just got, you know, reanimated pretty much.
And it was great. But I don't. The manga for it, like the manga that they had on the shelves with the Dororo name came late after the anime, you know. And I started reading it, and they changed the story completely. It's completely different.
Good thing I didn't read it.
Because like, you know how he starts, like he can't speak, he can't do anything. He starts talking in the manga from the start. Like that's a completely different story.
Fraudulent.
I know.
Incorrect.
I felt betrayed when I thought that.
I would too. That's just wrong.
I know.
Shame. I guess so we can learn about your other favorites, animes.
Okay. My other favorites, Stars Line. I absolutely. It's a slice of life sports anime. But it's like it seems super cute, but it gets pretty dark. And then the cliffhanger is probably the most illegal cliffhanger in the world, and it doesn't have a season 2 and never will get one. So that happens, but it's still good for me. Like it just has heavy topics and I like it, and like
Stars Align, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
And then I love Great Pretender.
I need to get to that.
Dragon Ball Z, Code Geass, yeah.
Hey, nice.
What else is on? I love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Okay, I had Dragon Ball on there, which I already said.
Yeah.
I think I have a couple more on my list, but I just can't. Oh, Bakuman. How could I forget?
Oh yeah, the one about drawing manga, yeah, or doing the manga.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
I reread that and rewatch that like every year.
Almost thought you said Bakugan. I'm like, really?
No, Bakugan.
Really?
I have gotten into Beyblade recently.
Hey, recently.
Yeah, I did not watch it as a kid,
Wow.
but I watched it now, and I love Yu-Gi. Like I've gotten to Yu-Gi-Oh recently too, and
wait, what Beyblade?
Like,
what Beyblade show? I gotta know what Beyblade show.
The Metal series.
Thank you. Anything after Metal is trash.
Yeah, I started and I'm like,
First garbage. Don't watch that, please.
I have a
bad, bro.
You right now.
And the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff after, you know, like GX and 5Ds is kind of butt cheeks. So yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like Zexel was alright. Don't watch anything else after that though. Terrible.
Yeah.
Disgrace.
No, I started first. But I started getting into those shows because they're just so unhinged that I love them. For like yeah. But I never watched them as a kid. Like everyone like keeps spoiling me because they're like, "Oh, you have
your fault."
Everyone watched it as a kid.
You got spoiled because it's your fault, you know. I gotta know.
Like, stop.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like it's everywhere. Sorry.
I know.
I know. Have you seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes,
Thank you.
I have.
Thank you. At least you watched something.
Yeah, I watch things. I watched quite a bit of anime.
Avatar is not anime, but okay.
Well, it's okay. It's not an anime, but it's like it's close enough.
It's our equivalent to anime, and that's like all we really got.
Yeah.
In America, in the US. But I mean, all right. At least you watch that, you know. Can't have you not watching that because that's just foul. I'd end the interview right here if you didn't watch Avatar. Sorry.
I think most people in our community have seen Avatar.
Nah, bro. I mean, I think I've seen a few that haven't. I know there was a person I was talking to. I think his name's New Wave. Man hasn't watched the damn thing, bro. He hasn't watched Naruto. Have you watched Naruto?
I've read the first 5 volumes, but not my style.
Okay.
So I did not. I mean, if I was 12.
If I was 12.
I would be all for that.
What about?
But I already, like, at that point, I've, like, read so much, I'd watched so much shonen that I'm like, okay, I've seen this before. Like,
Naruto's it's like a gateway, and, like, that's really what it is.
Shonen, terrible female characters, but a good classic shonen that's just a fun read. But
yeah, like, Naruto's, like, the gateway for that, so... For most people, anyways.
Yeah,
that's why
like,
they have
I
it so highly.
started Dragon Ball. Some people start with Naruto. Like you have the gateways. Some people start with Bleach. Okay. Those are the gateways.
Opinions on Bleach?
Oh, I read the first 2 chapters. Liked chapter 1, hated chapter 2, dropped it after chapter 2. So I don't really have an opinion on Bleach. But yeah.
I don't know. I'm tempted to end. I like Bleach. I'm a Bleach star,
I don't have an opinion. I didn't go far enough to have a real opinion about it. I just remember not liking chapter 2 and not like. Yes. I know people will kill me, but I did not like.
You're probably gonna get like destroyed in these comments if people give a fuck about it. You know.
Shonen fans don't like my opinion. They do not.
What about One Piece?
I don't have time for that. my roommate likes it though, and I've seen clips on YouTube that were good. So
I see.
Oh, and I did watch One Piece Red in theaters. I didn't know any of the characters, but it was great.
Okay. I ain't a One Piece fan, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
All right. Understandable. I guess you can, run your hot takes now because you're already doing it pretty much. Run your actual hot takes this time.
My anime hot takes?
Yes.
Um, you'd have to give me like a specific
Bro.
show, like, because I can't just like run them off.
Why
I don't
not?
have them like loaded in the back of my mind, ready to piss off everyone in sight.
I guess like we could talk about like one series I'd probably just get you backlash if you don't like it. What about Hunter x Hunter?
Did not watch it. I heard it was good. Watched the first episode, hated it. But the first episode just wasn't anything really, so I couldn't. The characters look cool though.
You should finish that. People are gonna hate you.
I know. It's just I don't watch that much shonen, so except like Dragon Ball. I've seen everything Dragon Ball.
I recommend.
Dragon Ball Super is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
You're not wrong.
And this is okay, this is a hot take for some people for some reason, but in Super, the worst arc is the Tournament Power.
Damn.
Everyone hates me for that opinion, but it's true.
So you don't like MUI at all, Jiren?
No, he was horrible.
That's cool.
I saw the last
fight
fight was good, but everything else was horrible in Tournament Power. It was actually
I will admit it was kind of drag.
Looks actually terrible.
Yeah, they were
Sometimes
saving it for like the
reused
Jiren fight.
clips multiple times in episodes.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my god, I can't watch this anymore. All of the characters they were fighting except for Jiren were the worst villains than anything I've ever seen.
So your favorite character is Roberine or whatever her name is. Thank you for telling me that.
Who's that? Oh, I know I hated Kefla.
Oh,
she got destroyed in 1 second. Like, she was hyped up so much. I like stopped Super for a while after she got after Goku beat her. I was so upset. Like, so upset.
I think Roberine is the girl that turns into like that like bigger girl, I should say, without being mean. But yeah.
Oh, no.
She like, you know, turns from like a blonde to like a big girl that likes like that does like love and shit. That's her power, like the hearts.
I hated the transformation girls, the magical girls.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that was a tough one to get through. Every moment I was screaming, I was yelling of like, why are they doing this?
Yeah, Kefla really just got. Kefla shouldn't exist.
I
Magical
know.
girl shouldn't. I mean, honestly, can't do anything about it now.
Yeah, so Tournament Power, I think like the final fight was good. It looked cool. The rest of it, worst part of Dragon Ball Super. And not that Super's good anyway, but yeah. So people will fight me on that. They will fight me on that because they think the only thing about the Tournament Power is Jiren, Frieza, and Goku in final fight. That's all they think about. I'm like, did you watch it? Did you watch the entire like 50 episodes of pain?
Yeah, like if I remember correctly, that was just like 48 minutes.
Yeah,
that whole
that's
fight
all
was just
we
48
remember.
Minutes.
And I'm like,
no, I mean like the whole event was 48 minutes.
Yeah, and it lasted like years of my life.
Yeah. I mean, that's what what do you expect? Like, remember like back in Z, Namek exploding was like 5 minutes, but we got like 80 episodes or something.
Yeah, but at least that was like good.
Yeah, not wrong.
And less dragged. It was more dragged on in the original, which I did watch. But in Kai, it's more.
Oh yeah,
like,
I don't watch Kai.
Yeah, I watched
I hurt myself watching all 20 episodes.
I like all 20 episodes of Frieza's fight.
Yeah. Pain and
I still liked it though. Like I really don't mind. It was still fun to sit through. Except when they made the titles of the episode, "This happens," like, and then it didn't happen that episode. And I'm like,
technically they're not wrong, you know. Technically.
It's like a huge spoiler that's supposed to happen in that episode, and it doesn't even happen.
I mean, that's why you don't watch like OPs or anything, like the openings. They're spoiler heavy as fuck. So.
I watch every opening every single time. No, it's good.
No. Example. I know you haven't watched it, but Naruto, like one of like the openings, literally just spoil everything that's gonna happen. So it's like, why even watch it? That's why I skip. That's why I watch it one time, skip it.
Well, usually the animes I watch don't spoil everything that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the Doro OP. That's got.
Oh my god, that's one of the best anime openings.
You're right. You're right. My friends don't agree. I remember I showed it to them. They were like, "This shit is gross." Like they did not like that.
It was good, but I understand it's a different sound. but it's good. Yeah. It's great.
I agree.
But like my brother would not like it. My sister wouldn't. But I do. It's great. It's like one of the best in my opinion.
I agree. So, what are some of your favorite OPs?
Openings?
Yeah.
Everyone likes Death Braid. Almost anything Haikyuu opening.
Gas, yeah.
Yeah. Like Phoenix, Haikyuu.
Oh, you like Haikyuu?
Yeah. That was delicious. I did not finish.
Delicious.
I did not finish the most recent season though, because it was coming out weekly and I did not catch up, so I got to go back.
I watched like 4, and I was like, "Damn, they really got my ass to like watch 4 seasons of the same thing."
Yeah,
that's how
like,
I felt about it.
I liked it a lot, but it starts getting into the one season is one game, and I do not like that.
Oh yeah, they did like 11 episodes for that like one like versus cat fight. Yeah.
Game. So that's the one I didn't finish yet, because I was like, come on. Like, I still like what's happening, but like, move on. Please.
Yeah, like, I remember like against that like one team that had like the cat person, or not really cat person, but like, you know, cat eyes or whatever type of dude or whatever. That was a whole season. I'm surprised I watched that. I watched it though. I thought it was just like, oh, it's gonna be like an episode or two.
Nope. It has my heart, but those are my complaints. Stop having whole season games. That's like one fight in Dragon Ball, you know, same vibes. At least it's not 20 episodes or 50.
I think they just keep it to like 12 max.
I know.
I mean, like, I'm not watching a whole series or a whole season. That's just one tournament or whatever. Not even a tournament, one game. Gross. Can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I fell off Haikyuu. I couldn't do it anymore. They got my ass though. Watching all that, they got me. Yeah. I mean, it's just next season. Oh, him learning he can jump a little higher, go a little faster. It's really just that.
They make it good though. They make really normal things look absolutely awesome. That's why everyone got into volleyball after Haikyuu came out.
Because like, I mean, like, you're not doing that. Like, I don't know why you're trying, but you're not doing it. You're not like Hinata in the court. You're not. I will admit, I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to be like that.
Yeah.
Demolish me in volleyball. I'm not playing the game.
I remember in gym class, I got hit by a volleyball when serve in the face, and my nose like was bleeding everywhere.
Damn.
Not fun. But I also made a half court basket from trying to receive a volleyball.
Nice.
It just went sideways and into the basket from half court.
That's interesting. Terrible for the actual game though, but yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's out, but that's a win in my book.
Yeah.
That should be a move in Haikyuu, for sure.
Going the whole opposite.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do that like slow ball shit either. That's weird. Like, how does that work?
Oh,
the whole technique is gross. I can't see it happening ever, but it does. It's a thing people do actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most things in Haikyuu are pretty realistic, which is kind of cool.
You know, this is Hinata's like monster speed and stuff. People usually don't move like that. So yeah.
But he's the main character for a reason.
Yeah, he like, you know, the 20,000th main character that's super short with big dreams, you know.
Yes, it's relatable.
I guess.
Me at my 5'3" stature can relate.
I mean, isn't that like average for women?
I think average is 5'4" in America. But yes.
Damn, I guess you're short. It is what it is. I'm not a tall man either, but it's like I'm not like that. Like, I mean, that's animalistic over there. It's barbaric. But, I mean, interesting. Any other OPs? Call out that are pretty good.
I like a lot. The third season opening of My Hero is pretty great. I forget what it's called. And what else? The Dragon Ball opening for Dragon Ball Z Kai. Dragon Soul. Oh.
I like the OG Dragon Ball one.
Black Clover openings. Sometimes
they change that like every week.
Yeah,
and like they crazy.
Like, yeah.
I like Black Clover, but damn.
And I like Promised Neverland's opening.
Too bad that got hoed.
I know, but I only consider the first season as real.
Yeah, see, what? That had a season 2? No, it doesn't.
Oh yeah, and Dr. Stone openings, and one of the endings have my heart. But yeah, that's probably it. Fire Force opening. I did not like the show, but I liked the opening.
Yeah, I have the same standing on that show as you.
Oh, and Blood Blockade Battlefront has an ending I really like.
Have you seen Ranking of Kings?
No, but I know what it is. And,
the OP for that show is really good, or the 2 are pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd say like the second one is significantly better, but yeah. I recommend them.
Yeah.
What about Link Click or whatever that one's called? Have you seen that?
Link Click?
Yeah.
No.
I think it's a Chinese anime, but it has like a really good OP. I definitely recommend that. I think it's in English too. Like the person who sang the OP did it in English. Pretty good.
Oh, I like when they do that in English.
Yeah. Right. I guess. What's your least favorite anime?
Goblin Slayer.
Why?
I hated every moment of it. Every moment I wanted to
get past the first episode.
Oh, I got past 8 episodes.
Every time.
Yeah, everyone hates me for it. These are my hot takes. I'm telling you, nobody likes my opinions.
Man, I mean, you're a My Hero fan, right?
I love seasons 1 through 3. The rest kind of not fun for me, but I really like what's happening in season 6 right now with Dobby. But that's it.
Are you an emo boy Deku fan?
No, I like Bakugo.
I hate Bakugo.
I'm a very like Vegeta, like those types of.
But it's like Bakugo is just like distasteful Vegeta. Like that's all I'll say.
He's not. I liked him in the first seasons. Now he just says dumb stuff every second.
Like Todoroki was probably my favorite character, and then he got hoed.
Yeah, I'm talking about seasons 1 through 3.
Yeah, I mean, Todoroki got hoed second season. So I don't know, or the third season, whatever one they were at school, living in the school. That one, Todoroki's just non-existent character, pretty much. He did like really nothing. Kind of just got reduced to atoms, pretty much. Some Thanos shit got happened to him. Terrible.
He's a lot going on now, so he came back.
All right,
that's probably my favorite thing of what's happening recently. But I really loved the beginning of My Hero, but it started getting very repetitive in its writing.
Yeah.
And the female characters again, like, oh my god, it's not as bad as Naruto. But they screwed up Uraraka in season 4 and 5. She's coming back a little bit though, but it's just I really liked her ambitions before it started just becoming romantic, which would be fine, but but I do really, really enjoy the first 3 seasons, like top tier. Loved it.
I think I dropped it after like or 4 or whatever. And I know
Yeah.
I got to like when the girl or whatever her name is. I saw her, and then I dropped it. That's what I did.
I feel like she comes in pretty late, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. It's like I know I watched the fight against name Overhaul or whatever.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
watched
like
that.
that's like season 5.
That is definitely not 5. Like season.
Oh wait,
think.
No, it's first half of season 4.
Yeah, that's what I didn't finish season 4.
Or-
I know that.
Actually, no, not first half. Actually, I don't remember.
I just know I
it
didn't
wasn't my
finish it.
favorite arc to me. I didn't really like that arc.
I mean, Deku pulled a Saitama during it, so it doesn't. It's like it's all right.
Yeah.
You know
It
who
was-
Saitama is?
Yeah, I loved One Punch Man.
Okay, make it sure. Are you reading it?
No.
Damn.
I like traditional manga volumes. And I don't have the money to buy everything.
I mean,
I don't like reading online,
I see. You're a physical.
except for webtoons. Like, I'll read webtoons online, but I will not read online.
I see. I mean, season 3 is gonna be gross, as in really good. That's what I mean.
Okay.
It's gonna be really good.
I liked both seasons. I think season 1 was a masterpiece, but I didn't.
Season 2, questionable.
Yeah, I still think it's good, but people keep comparing it, so it's like you just can't get to that level. And I don't think they ended it in a good spot either.
Yeah, they kind of like ended it midway.
Yeah,
arc.
nothing felt finished. So
Yeah, because like they ended it before, or like right after the arc that they're on, like right now, like in the manga, like they kind of passed it a little bit, but like they kind of started it, and then they didn't finish it. So like they kind of just went in and be like, yeah, season 3 is about to finish this up. I don't know why they did it like that. They could have just like ended it right before it started. That would have been great. Because season 3 would have finished all of that, you know. But whatever. But yeah, I feel bad for the Mappa animators because season 3 is if Mappa does it, you know, because there's rumors about that. But season 3 is gonna be gross for whoever animates that. Sorry guys.
Sorry.
There's a lot of scenes in there that is highly detailed, like hyper detailed and stuff. So yeah, it's like some AOT stuff, but higher pretty much.
Yeah, I mean the artist is just so good.
Yeah, I mean, one clearly had better art, but you know how it is. Yeah, he had
I
to
know,
amplify.
oh
Yeah,
I picked up a Mob Psycho volume and I was like, no.
bro, what do you mean? Mob fucking 1 is so good at art, man. Like he knows what he's doing, bro. Like
I think 1 is a masterful writer.
he's a masterful artist too. What do you mean? Please everybody. Please everybody. No competition really for 1 in the art. Nah,
Yeah.
I can't say it. I can't keep. But yeah, really good. But I mean, yeah, like whoever picked it up, I forgot his name, but he's really nice with it.
I believe it's Yusuke Murata.
I think so, but I mean, nice, really good. Yeah, I definitely like looking at his art. Really good.
Yes, it's Yusuke Murata.
Oh, speaking of people named Yusuke, have you seen Yu Yu Hakusho?
No.
You should. Damn. The GOAT? Yusuke? Wow.
It's another, like, I've seen shonen. I mean, like, if it's like, I just know shonen. I know how, like, when I can basically yell out what they're gonna say if I watch, like, the dub version, because it's in English. If I, like, know what they're gonna say next, because it's that predictable, it's not my type of shit.
Have you watched the first episode of Yu Yu Hakusho?
No, I have not. I can't judge it.
Yusuke is the GOAT. He is literally the master of all shit talking. Don't doubt my boy like that. He's goated, bro.
Yeah, it's probably good, but I I'm really into more slice of life and romance stuff right now.
course.
I don't know. I'll probably get back into like action stuff like later.
I guess speaking of romance, and you like romance so much, what is your feelings on Rent a Girlfriend?
Okay, I don't like the premise, so I didn't really watch it. My sister said it was horrible, and from what I've seen, the main character seems like a terrible person. I hope he gets better. And I've heard in the manga he gets better, but then demolished again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've only read like one chapter, and that was like the chapter that had the weird stuff in it. So.
But yeah, from what I've like seen and heard about it, the main character is terrible. And then definitely, I can't say because I haven't watched it, but like how he thinks about women is just so bad.
I know I mean, I've seen some of the scenes that are not really interesting, actually. I don't know why I'm trying to say that. It's gross. It's gross. I'll say that in the bad term this time.
Just I don't know, he just doesn't treat them like people. God.
What are your
There's so many animes too. It's like that one just puts that front and center, but there's a lot out there.
I guess we can. What are your romance recommendations, or slice of life, whatever recommendations?
Stars Line. I love that one.
Continue.
I did really like Love is War. Not really season 3 right now, but I'm watching it. Really liked. Wait, I need to like pull up.
List?
Yeah, I need a list.
I've seen a bunch of romance slice of life too. Like I'm trying to see what you're watching.
Okay. I liked Clanad. The girls are annoying because their voices are insane, but I liked it.
I haven't watched Clanad just because I was spoiled to shit about it, and I know everything's gonna happen. So pretty much.
Anohana made me cry. I like Laid Back Camp.
Anohana was not sad for me.
I can understand that. It's only the last episode that killed me.
Like here's the thing. It's like I will not cry to anime anymore just because of like what I cried to before. That's it. I will not do it again.
I cried in Doctor Stone. Like I cried everything.
It's just because like the one I cried to isn't even that crazy. Like that's why. That's why I'm like, nope, never doing it again. I'm not gonna say it again because I've already said it on one of these motherfuckers. I don't want to say it again. All right, you're gonna have to go find it if you want to find what I cried to. It's bad. It's a horrible anime.
Oh God, probably Goblin Slayer.
No, worry. Goblin Slayer is good though. So.
Yeah, that's
specifically the first episode. No, I'm joking. But it's not like that bad. Well, like people really don't like it. I'll say that. And it came out, I'll say like 2012, 14. It was like it was a very big movement setter. Well, it's a very big movement setter. That's why we have a lot of fantasy shows now.
Oh, Sword Art Online?
Why did I say that? I cry when they came back. I'm mad that I did it. That's why I'm not gonna do it again.
I cannot stand isekai. That's probably one of the things why I like for that setting. I think what was that show? With the girl with the blue hair and the kid with the brown hair. I feel like it started with an N, but I don't know. I can't remember. It's supposed to be a funny one. It did get a movie, and I hated it.
Konosuba.
Yeah.
Konosuba's funny. You're weird.
Cannot stand it.
You're weird.
Cannot stand it.
You're weird.
I only watched the first 3 episodes, but I thought it was terrible. Absolutely. It wasn't funny.
I said it at the beginning. I'm talking to a crazy person. Konosuba isn't funny?
People do not like my opinion, but these are my opinions. Konosuba. Oh my God. Almost any. I disliked any isekai I've ever started.
What have you watched? What have you watched?
No Game Life.
No Game Life. Like that is just legendary. Too bad it's never getting a fucking season 2. But whatever. It's never getting a season 2, so but it's like whatever.
Yes.
But what isekais have you started? I need to know.
Dude, just any like I started Solo Leveling, reading that. Hated it.
So Lovely isn't even an isekai.
That puts me that it's isekai vibes. It's not. It doesn't
not
have
an
to be
isekai.
exactly
It's just a power fantasy. That's all it is.
Power fantasy stuff like that. Okay, that is isekai in my. Okay, and I just like the genre mostly because the women in them are horrible. They're the worst.
Cha is goated though. What do you mean?
Actually horrible. Oh my god.
Cha is goated. I don't care, man.
I cannot. I can't do it.
Oh my god.
No one has to agree with me. These are just how I feel.
I'm disagreeing with you. That's what I'm doing.
No, I just hate. It's like harem vibes when they have that, and I just can't. I can't take it because the female characters have no personality.
Bro, what do you mean? High School DxD is one of the best anime ever.
Oh, I started that one. I wanted to puke. Only did 3 episodes. The female characters are terrible.
Bro.
Terrible. And the main characters for the guys are even worse. They are so bad.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
The sexism in that show is just through the roof.
Yes.
I can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna want to know what my favorite anime is.
Yeah, I understand.
No, it's not. It's not anything. It's not like it's not High School DxD.
Thank God.
But it's
that's just an objectively wrong opinion to have that as a favorite, because it's like not even well written. Like getting rid of everything that I.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't view my favorite anime as a good anime either, but I like the anime. For some very
sometimes
reason.
I watch stuff that I love things that I know aren't good, but I just like them.
Yeah, but no, this is like a 6 out of 10, and that's like reaching for me. That's how I rate my favorite show. Interesting, yeah. But I mean, yeah. You're worse. You're weird. Weirdos, bro.
And I told you, no one likes my opinion. I did love March Comes in Like a Lion. But it is very, if you're an action person, it is very slow and it's no action. Like it's just very slow paced, but I love it. Because my sister likes, My Hero kind of shows, Blue Lock. She did not like March Comes in Like a Lion.
I see.
Yeah. Let Me Eat Your Pancreas. All those movies. Oh, Silent Voice made me die, like in a good way. I love Silver Spoon as well. It's from the creator of Full Metal Alchemist, but it's a high school farm show, and it's great.
Okay.
And then I love Tokyo Revengers. Not that I think it's the best show ever.
I haven't even
seen it. I like it a lot.
I ain't even interested in that.
I don't know. I don't know why I liked it so much. It didn't seem like my type of show, but I did enjoy it.
I don't know. I just don't think I would like Takamichi or whatever his name is.
Oh, he's a crybaby, but it's fine. You deal.
I'm surprised out of like the romance anime or slice of life shit you recommended, you haven't said nothing about Maid-sama. Where's that at?
I haven't seen the classic shoujos except for Ouran High School Host Club, which I did enjoy that one.
Oh, you're weird. That's not even an opinion. You're just weird.
But I heard it was good.
It's really good. That's probably like best romance ever been created. That's what
I've not seen that or Fruits Basket. Not yet. I do want to watch them though.
I mean, I watched OG Fruits Basket. That was alright. It was solid like 6.5. I don't even know what I rated that. It's been a while. But I mean, Maid-sama's probably the best, I would say.
Yeah.
Any other recommendations?
I feel like I've listed everything I've seen. I mean, I've seen a lot more, but
I listed like 25.
It's not like I don't have that much time to watch anime. It's like every like couple months I will binge a show, and then sometimes like if I have time at night I'll watch like one episode, but that's probably as much as I can do.
Bad, you know,
Especially during. Yeah.
Gotta know. What about Jujutsu Kaisen?
I never started it because it seemed like a basic shonen, but I cannot judge it because I never started it. I just get bad vibes about it. All the clips I've seen about on it, I did not like.
I'm surprised. Everybody likes Gojo.
I mean, he seems normal, but I don't really know much about him.
Seems normal.
Yeah.
Nah, he's alright.
They say he's overpowered.
I mean, he in his universe, like his birth, like did crazy stuff to the universe pretty much. So he is overpowered. Like that's why, you know, just that guy. He's literally him in Jujutsu Kaisen. That's really it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it'd be like that. I guess you don't like overpowered anime stuff like that, so it is what it is.
Well, I mean, I like Dragon Ball. Like some stuff I do. Like the 2 recent Dragon Ball Super movies are like the best movies I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, I watched that.
Love
Those as well. I think I gave Superhero like a
Superhero is top tier.
Damn, I'm trying to remember what I rated Superhero because I put it on my story, like an Instagram story. I think I gave it like a 7.
What?
No, wait. Let me check right now. I think
Get that out of here. You said your favorite anime sucked and it was 6 out of 10. You can't put Superhero at a 7.
Bro, hold on. Let me see where I put Superhero because I know I watched like Puss in Boots as well. I think I had that.
I have a hot take on that one as well.
What, the new Puss in Boots movie?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah, it's not Superhero with a 6.8.
That's disgusting. Superhero's 10 times better than the Puss in Boots movie.
Bro, Puss in Boots was a 7 out of 7. What are you talking about?
The Puss in Boots movie had great animation, and it was really fun to watch, but the plot was extremely basic. And the writing wasn't that clever either. Compared to like things like Kung Fu Panda, Shrek, which I was getting like vibes from, but it just did not compare like to that kind of writing.
I mean, they sneaked a little bit of Shrek 5 at the end, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that when that drops. I don't know if it's gonna be good. I'm gonna watch
it.
But I found Puss in Boots to be more enjoyable than sorry.
I question your Dragon Ball fanness.
What are you talking about? I think I like Broly more, so. Of the movie.
I like them both. It's hard to choose for me, but I did really.
I don't think I put it.
I think I like Superhero more.
I mean, Superhero wasn't bad by any means. I just, no, it was alright. Really, how I felt about it. Couldn't really say anything more about it.
Yeah.
Let me see what I have. Broly at. I think I gave it like a 7.
What is wrong with you?
What are you talking about?
These are great movies, and you just give them like a C. Like,
what are you talking about? That's not no C. That's really
5
good.
Is average.
Bro, what do you mean?
Okay.
6 and 5 are average.
God.
So I mean, I guess I don't say nothing for what I rated Superhero.
That's horrible.
What are your 10 out of 10s, bro? Your
Dude,
perfect
those
shows.
would be like the 9s for me.
I have like
not Broly. I'd give that an 8. Superhero's like 9 for me though.
I have like 6 10s. 6 10 out of 10s.
But I mean, I don't really rate stuff either because I don't really care.
I mean, I'll be rating them because it's funny. But like my 10 out of 10s be like Akira.
What?
Akira?
There's
like,
so many wrong things with the movie.
Akira is gas. What do you mean?
The movie didn't make sense.
The movie was good.
The beginning was good.
The whole thing was fantastic.
But it smashed both all the volumes together to make the ending just
I'll read the volumes then, bro. But still 10 out of 10.
But it was good at first for me, but I like most of it just just was so, everything was coming out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I got Code Geass as a 10 out of 10. That's, you know, that's a right.
I think it's the best ending ever made.
Oh yeah, 100%. Code Geass has the best ending possible. If you
Yeah.
watch the whole thing and then, you know, not just get spoiled, which is kind of impossible now, to be honest.
I did not get spoiled for that one.
I didn't either, so
I did get spoiled for Death Note, and I was very sad.
Oh, I mean, I didn't get spoiled. It's just that the ending kind of sucks. Or, well, sort of, a little bit. The second half kind of sucks for me.
Oh, I was spoiled for season 1.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, yeah, it'd be like that. Death Note is super popular, so it makes sense. But, yeah, I mean, Death Note, second half kind of meh, I'd say. Did you finish all of it or no?
Death Note?
Yeah,
yeah, my favorite character is Mello. Don't know why.
Ew, Mello?
Yes.
That man did nothing.
I still liked him.
Bro,
I don't know why. The first season was definitely a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, like after they got L, it was kind of eh to me, because like Nier really wasn't it. Nier and Mello weren't really it, to be honest, for me. Anyways.
Yeah, I still liked them though, but we're definitely not as good.
I mean, we got the iconic Kira laugh after that though, but I mean, you know, that L's dead pretty much. But I mean, damn, you got spoiled for L.
Yeah, I got spoiled for that.
Tough.
So you're about to spoil your viewers, but
if you haven't watched Death Note, you're weird. I'll say that.
I hate that excuse. Some people get into anime like me.
Fuck!
Like, I got spoiled, so I was watching a YouTube video of one of my YouTubers, and they spoiled Chainsaw Man, the manga, so hard.
Oh, yeah.
So hard. And I was like,
damn.
what?
Idiot. You got caught lacking.
You can't say that it's been, if you haven't read the manga.
I don't know about Chainsaw Man, but it's like you got caught lacking. That's all it is.
That.
I mean,
Definitely I understand, but Chainsaw Man.
No, for Chainsaw Man, you got caught lacking. That's just your fault. I'm sorry.
That was just the episode 1, like, just came out. Like, everyone was super hyped, and I was watching this video like normal, it's just about art, and he goes and spoils the entire manga, and I was like, and did no warnings, and it was so sad. That's
rough. I haven't been spoiled much. Just about like Makima being like, you know, something crazy, you know, but that's really it. That's all I've been spoiled, really. So I'm lucky. I'm like you. It's spoiled. Couldn't be me, you know. Sorry, couldn't be me. Yeah. It is what it is. Have you seen Great Teacher Onizuka or no?
No.
That's a really good one. Or is that just like a no? Like, damn, that shit trash.
No, I've never seen it in my life. I don't know what it is.
It's pretty good. It's basically this gangster who gets his life straight by becoming a teacher and teaching these guys to become like better people, pretty much. Pretty good. That's in my top 10 or 10 out of 10s. Afro Samurai, that's just understandable, unless you don't know about it at all.
I've heard it.
Bro, it's a 10 out of 10 because Samuel L. Jackson is in that, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Any 10 out of 10 movies for you, like non-anime, or do you not watch movies?
It's been a while.
Damn. I know, like Faye, he doesn't watch shit. So I probably watch like cable news or something. I don't know what he watched.
I mean, Faye's writing style, like, you can tell it's definitely not based on classic anime.
Man's old. I think he's like... No, he told me a couple times and I don't remember. I mean, like, I drag Faye a lot because as a joke. No disrespect stuff, but it's like I do, because we're like we talk like that, so.
That's I mean, good for y'all.
But I mean, it's just like, yeah, I see it. Like Faye's definitely, you know, a different breed, I guess. I guess you want to gas him a little bit. Yeah, his art is really good. That's why I like had him make stuff for me. So like, of course I know it's good. Why would I like commission a person when I don't think their art is good?
Yeah.
So, I mean, oh yeah, do you have any stories about commissions, or do you not do commissions?
I do commissions.
So any interesting commissions you've done?
There's this one guy that has very interesting nicknames for his characters.
Oh.
But like cockroach, WHORE.
Cockroach? You can say the word, but it's like, yeah, really?
Okay, good. Cockroach whore.
Yeah, because like, I mean, I've been swearing throughout this whole thing because I don't really care. But like,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
that's interesting. Cockroach horror, really? Okay.
Yeah, but he's a very good. He's a great commissioner, and his characters are really tame. It's just the nicknames are very interesting to me. I'm like, wow, like it's a very normal design.
I see.
And that's the name, you know.
Okay.
So
interesting.
fun.
Anything super cool you've done, or no?
Just character designs for people.
Okay.
I did do a webcomic, started a webcomic for someone, but I bailed on that because it's too much.
All right, understandable. Have you done anybody's dog?
No.
Damn, a lot of people be requesting commissions like that.
No,
Here's my dog Rex. Can you draw him?
Usually the scam people do that. Because if they look at your account, I do character work. They're not going to ask me to draw a dog. Ever.
Draw a dog for me?
No. I don't draw
Damn.
animals.
Damn, couldn't get an animal.
Nor do I
sorry.
I don't do free work either.
Makes sense.
I don't got time for that.
I don't got time for it. Yeah, it makes sense. But I mean, I guess we can, one thing I want to ask, as like the first female creator on the channel, do you have any advice for people starting series themselves?
Do it. Don't make the excuse of, I need to get better at art before I start it, because a very important skill to learn while making comics, along with art, is writing. And everyone underestimates how difficult it is to write and storyboard comics well. You think that, oh, I can just write characters talking, I can write characters fighting, it's gonna be easy as long as I can do the art. That's not true. It's, you need, to me, it really helped to train my ability to draw and write at the same time. Even though it's scary to be putting out cringe stories. But that's okay. I was 16 and I put it there. It's like my diary. It shows everyone like, hey, this is where I started, but you can keep growing. So don't be afraid to start. If you have a goal, start it now, because who knows if you're gonna like it. You better try it now before you wait 5 years to start. And then you're like, wow, I don't even like doing that. So, yeah, definitely. And then set deadlines for yourself. I used to do weekly deadlines, but like 15 panel episodes or 20. Now then I did monthly with 60 panel episodes. Now I'm doing a buffer, so I will have weekly 60 panel episodes, but I'm taking time to make them in advance, so they're weekly. So, but like you can start with deadline. Like the standard is 60 panels per episode, but you don't have to start there. That's a lot. Especially if you don't know like digital art much, but you can start with like a couple panels and then upload them. Like just begin, because both writing and art are very important when it comes to improving at comics, at least to me. But I hear it so much. I'll start comics when I become a professional artist. That's just not how it works. You're putting it off. So that is my opinion, though.
It's W advice.
Also, if you are looking to write your female characters like they are from Naruto, don't. And if you have trouble with it, please write them more similar. Like you can write female, like when I tell people write them like your male characters, like, oh, I don't want them to be guys, and I'm like, no, like Like, first of all, like, who cares? Second of all, if you want them to like present as a girl, that's totally fine. But have the same depth of thought, which isn't usually like, you can't just have a girl and their only thought is I like the main character. You just can't have that. So like, she's got to think about other things, and it has to be like a critical level of thinking when their male counterparts are like thinking critically and their female counterparts are not thinking at all. And just like, I don't know, yeah, have them be less flat. I see that so much, especially with the beginning shonen creators. Their female characters are very Hanada Naruto-esque, and it's just like that. I'm not complaining about Naruto. I'm not saying Naruto should change and be deleted from life. No, Naruto was a thing. Classic shonen was a thing, but I think that with future and mangas, we should start having characters, one, more diverse. Second of all, more like equal in the way they think, and the actions, and not put off to like the side and all the time. But also don't go the route of, oh, I don't have to make a girl super weak. I'm gonna make her super strong, and she has no training to get there. She's just automatically super strong, and that's all she thinks about. Like, no, you're doing the same thing. It's just opposite. This is exactly the same. It doesn't help. So, yeah, I have a lot of things about writing female characters because there's just a lot of problems with it still, but it is getting better. Thank the lords. But yeah, and a lot of people do not agree with me, but it is a huge problem, and especially since this is like a majorly male industry. But it's just very important to address because there's a lot of young female readers that love shonen, and they look at these characters and there's just not characters you want to look up to ever. Mm. And then, but everyone wants to be the next Goku, but like, where's the representation for us? Yeah. And then, yeah. So, yeah, just definitely like think critically on like the gender of your characters and how you write them. But yeah, those are my things.
If I remember correctly, one of like, it's either like Akira Toriyama or someone else, like in the like specifically like the big three. I know they asked like their wife for help writing female characters.
Yes, but Toriyama.
It was Akira Toriyama.
Bulma's really good in the beginning. Chi-Chi is screwed up.
Wait, didn't Akira Toriyama? Didn't Akira Toriyama I almost said murder. Hold on. Marry? Didn't he marry to the Sailor Moon author, or was that somebody else? I think that was someone else. I think it's the Hunter x Hunter author. I think he does that. He did that. So I mean,
I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, but you can ask women for help. Sure, it's definitely good.
I do. Yeah.
But, yeah. If you really need help, but not everyone's gonna tell you the truth either. Like, it just depends.
Yeah, it makes sense. They're probably gonna make it, or well, a lot of suggestions would probably be like stuff that would be more pretty much generic, I guess. Make them super strong.
Yeah, like that. Making someone super strong isn't the way to combat like a weak, helpless girl. Like, you can have a girl that can't do much but is a good character.
Yeah.
Like, but you can make a super strong one that's also good, because there's a lot of super strong, not good characters. And that's like it's like they choose one thing. Like, the male characters can have a couple things that are like their personality, and then you see the female characters that it's one thing as their personality. And it's like, not my favorite. Also, stop choosing the most high-pitched Elizabeth and Seven Deadly Sin voice actors. That's just a complaint on my part. Because it's gonna kill my ears.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of examples where female voice actors are good.
I know. And it, like, people do say, like, they have, like, higher-pitched voices in Japan, but sometimes it's just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, but that's just a personal thing, so I'm not really like, it doesn't matter. But yeah.
I understand. I know. I mean, just be like that. Like people just like think that's the right way to go most of the time, because like, hey, sometimes it makes sense because a lot of these characters are younger, so it makes sense sometimes. They should just do a little better though. But I would admit, yeah, got you. But I guess we can. I will ask you if you could collab with anybody, being like an artist or an author on a project. Who you got?
On a project.
Yeah, it could be like just like some art piece or a whole series or whatever. So whatever, doesn't really matter.
I am toxic. Usually, I just don't because I'm toxically independent.
Man.
But probably the creators of Purple Hyacinth on Webtoon. Definitely one of my favorite like stories, and I love the art too.
I've seen that on there as well.
It would be fun to if I ever get the chance, which will never happen,
Wow.
to collaborate.
See, I see.
But I do like, that's what Middle Crown Crescent was like slightly based off of, was Purple Haze.
Ah. Okay.
Especially the main character. I just like, I didn't rip off the design, but like heavily inspired by a character.
Okay.
Purple
Almost
Haze.
plagiarism.
Because I just loved it. No, my style is way too different for it to be even cool.
Almost.
But it's just like, I love that character so much. I just need to put him in my main character.
Yeah. I guess. Who's been some of the coolest people you've met while you've been working on Webtoon?
Someone still I'm still like close with, some aren't, but throughout my career right now, definitely has been Kuzo Mari, Third PHP.
Yeah, I know about Third.
And then to my friends Isaac, Thornberry, and then let me think. I know a lot more. It's just not coming off the top of my head. Oh, Inupen, how do you call me? Didi Mark, Faye.
Faye?
A lot of these people I've met from working with Voice Me, so I am very grateful for that opportunity.
Okay.
Longer, but I did get to meet a lot of very, very incredible artists that are like super passionate, and like that I'm always on the search for passionate artists. It's just to get to meet those people. But I know there's a couple more, but my brain is not computing, that like do comics. Like there's some like artists that I met that I thought were cool, but like I'm talking about Webtoon artists and comic artists. I think that's the coolest people to meet.
Okay.
People that are like working on their projects.
All the people that I've met so far are pretty cool. You're a little weird. Yeah, it's fine.
I call it personality.
Yeah, I guess. Yes, I suppose. Oh, we could say it like that. I'll be nice to say personality.
Just because I have different opinions.
You don't like Konosuba. That's weird. Shaking my head right now.
It's not my thing. I did not think it was funny.
Sad.
But now I have incredible people and like do not regret anything. But I hope my new series goes well.
I don't know if I'm gonna read it though.
Sad. But I am trying to make a graphic novel along with it. So.
Okay.
But cool. That would be my first book, so still figuring out how that works.
Yeah.
But
I think we've had a good chat. No?
Yeah.
Some different opinions, it'd be like that. Some you're just wrong on. Some I'm obviously 100% correct on.
Most of the conversations talking about anime, and my anime opinions are very different. Of course, I'm gonna be.
No, you're just weird, okay? Like, people are gonna agree, right? Right? No, okay.
I like my opinions. It doesn't mean other people do.
You can have your wrong opinions. That's okay.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah, I suppose so. But yeah, I appreciate you coming up here and chatting.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, almost. You probably would have bled out sooner or later.
True.
Yeah, but yeah, might as well get you on here now. Before that happens.
Before I die of disbelief.
But yeah, I really appreciate it. I know I honestly forgot to ask you. That's really why I didn't do it earlier. But yeah, just like a lot of other people. But yeah, I guess we get into the video. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for the conversation.
Yeah, hopefully people will go read your stuff.
Yeah.
Make sure to go read Liars Open Fire and then complain about it. Because it's old stuff. Like specifically the first 8 chapters that I watched. Read. Yeah.
I think people's favorite episode is chapter 21 or 22.
Damn, not even close.
Read that one. But that's probably the highlight of the whole thing because
it gets better. It gets better
It's
after
not
like
that
chapter
great.
487.
That chapter is probably the most shonen I've ever written, and I never went back. But yeah.
I see. Well, make sure to just read 8 chapters and then criticize it.
Oh my god. No, please read Middle Ground Crescent and follow my Instagram at KRI'Manga to see updates on Trash Leagues.
Damn. Shout out. I would have put you in the description anyway.
No one reads descriptions. At least I don't.
Not wrong. Not wrong. But yeah, make sure to check out KRI. And go like L-bomb her or something. I don't know. Some wild. Say some crazy stuff and then say it was from me. I'll do that. Anyways, later.